Hey everybody, this is Steven, just continuing right on with this WordPress tutorial. Today we are going to be working on this sidebar over here. I just threw on a white color just to get positioning and size uh, coded. So let's go ahead and just continue with that. For reference, this is what we are going after. I decided not to go with this gradient from the top to the bottom. It's a bit of a pain to do. And just went with a color that's like right about here. So let's just go ahead and do that. So coming into styles.css, we're going to change this background color to 1A1A. And now for the rounded corners, there's a couple of options. You can do it with images, which is the old-fashioned way, or you can do it with CSS3. And this isn't supported with all browsers, but I really don't care. I like it, it's much easier, and it looks better. So I'm just going to go to Google and type in CSS3 rounded corners. Throw on generator, because I know there's some generators out there. Let's just try clicking this one. Not seeing what I'm looking for. Alright, this should probably work. Let's just take this. I don't know what all this URL crap is. Let's just go with this right here. We just want this border radius. We're going to copy those three things. And let's just make some space here. Paste it in. And then change this 10 pixels to 5 pixels. Save it, upload, and let's hope for the best. Bam, there we go. Rounded corners, so simple, and it looks nice. So we also have to give this some padding. So over here, we're going to do padding 15 pixels. And that's going to have 15 pixels all around. And if you remember, if you add padding, you also need to bring in the width because it just adds on to the whole width. So we're going to have to change this to 30 pixels less. So that's going to be 258. Save it, upload it just to show you what you want, or what it's going to look like. And there you go. Alright, let's style this text a little bit. Pointed out by someone on YouTube in one of the comments, I had my font set to points instead of pixels. So the font measurements that we have here probably are not going to work. So we're going to have to mess with it a little bit. So let's do this. Let's go to body. And let's just specify a font family. It's going to be Helvetica, Arial, sans serif. So Helvetica and Arial are technically a sans serif font, which is a font that doesn't have those lines at the bottom of the letters, like Times has, and Georgia and all that. So sans serif, if the computer doesn't have Helvetica or Arial, it just goes to any sans serif font. So let's also change, I think we might have to change the body color. Let's not do that. Let's go to sidebar, and we want the sidebar color to be this CO whatever. So over here, we're going to go to color, give it that, and then we're going to go font size, and we'll make it, let's go with 13 pixels. Upload that, and let's just see what that looks like. Okay, so that's working out. Let's make this, the font will probably make it 14 pixels, and these titles, let's see what the name of that title is. It is H2. Alright, so we're going to make this 14 pixels, and then let's just find a good place to put H1. So let's put it under here. Or H2 rather. we're going to go font size 18 pixels, color. What color do we have? Actually, the color is the CO. For the titles, and the body color is this color right here. Okay, so let's just take a look at what that looks like. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, so you can tell that this is not changing colors because it's a link. So I should have remembered that, but I didn't. So we're going to copy this color and the font size, copy it, and we're going to go sidebar A, and we're going to give it that, and also do text decoration none, and that should remove the underline. Okay, very good, very good. And now we also want to add some spacing. So under this H2, let's see, we'll do, I don't know if it's padding or margin. Padding bottom 5 pixels. And then we're also going to do sidebar H2 because we want spacing underneath the title. So we're going to go padding bottom, we'll give it 15 pixels. Let's go with 10. 10 pixels. Alright, so that has some spacing, but these are not getting spaced. Let's inspect this. Padding bottom, nope. Margin bottom, nope. Oh, LI. So we're gonna go, let's try this. Sidebar. Might be a little sloppy, but sidebar LI. And we're gonna go display block. And then do padding bottom 5 pixels. Okay, that works. Okay, very good, very good. If we look at this, the reason I did display block was so you don't have to be exactly on the text. So if we had padding or margin that is a little bit larger than the text, you don't have to be exactly on the text. You can be to the end of the margin, or the padding rather, the whole block shape. If you look at here, see that light blue area? By saying display block, you can be up and down inside of there, and it would still count as the link. I think that's what it means, at least. Alright, so let's take a look at this picture and make sure we're doing this correct. And I think the titles can get a little bit more padding. Let's change to 20. And we can always mess with it later if we don't like that. Alright. Let's also do, let's change this to 15. And then do padding top, and we'll give it 10 pixels. Okay, I like the way that looks. And let's take we only have about a minute left, so let's take a look and see what else we can do. Looks like we can make the main content area a little bit wider. So let's inspect this, go to content, and width, or drag it out, let's go to 600. So let's find content, width, we're going to change this to 600 pixels. Alright, save it, upload it, and we're going to have to call it quits because I'm at 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So we'll take it up on this content area next time, and then we can finally move on to pages, hopefully. So stick with this, we should be learning things and having fun. See you next time.